Welcome to the fourth episode of Voices of IIS, a space to learn about the wonderful people who work at IIS, explore fresh perspectives, and hopefully get inspired. With a key interest in contemporary Islamic art, our guest today received their MSc in Multimedia Systems. Having joined the Institute just over 3 decades ago, Alnoor Nathani is currently one of our longest-serving members of staff. In his role as Design and Production Manager, Alnoor manages the in-house design and production of all educational materials for IIS's primary and secondary curricula, which are published in 10 different languages. Welcome, Alnoor, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Selina. Thank you very much.
I'd like to start by having us go back in time,
Sure.
way back in time. And what I want to ask is, what made you pursue a role at the Institute of Ismaili Studies?
Well, I mean, that wasn't really on my agenda. I never thought of it. At that time, I mean, we're talking about 1994.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, I was working as a graphic designer in a recruitment advertising agency.
Mm-hmm.
And my actual background is in computing. So I had trained in computing, but I had an interest in design. And I had done a lot of work for the community as a volunteer. So a lot of work for the committees. And at that time in 1994, we had a visit from Shah Karim Shah. And I was quite heavily involved in some of the design work at that time. And I was working with a graphics unit that was as part of the National Council. And the convener at that time was a friend of mine called Asif Kurji. And he actually contacted me and said that why don't you, the Institute is looking for someone to look after their design side of things. And why don't you apply? And I applied, and I ended up here, and here I am 30 years later.
I was going to say, the rest is history.
Yes.
So I guess it was meant to be.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, my interest has always been in design, but it was trying to manipulate my career, moving from computing to the design side.
Mm-hmm.
And with the advent of desktop publishing, that I think probably gave me the opportunity of moving from computing or combining computing and design.
So it allowed you to let your inner artist come out.
That's right, yeah. And because, as I mentioned, that I'd been doing a lot of marketing material for the committees. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'm a great advocate for voluntary work, in the sense that you'll always get payback in some way. You learn different things, and you will get to know interesting people. Mm-hmm. And you never know. I mean, your careers and your interests will go in different directions. Mm-hmm. So I think that was quite interesting. And I was taken on board at the Institute to set up an in-house design function. Mm-hmm. So at that time, what was happening was that freelancers were being used to produce. Preschool had been produced, and primary one was in the process of being produced. So I was taken on board to set up so that we could do all the design and production in-house, dealing with printers, producing all the final artwork. So I think that was sort of like something that was really playing to my skills.
And that's quite a major move for the Institute as well, to have gone from having to go externally for this design and production work to then establishing a unit in-house and bringing it all in, which is where it's been for now the past, 31 years that you've been here.
That's right. I think this is a sort of like long-term vision that someone must have had. Mm-hmm. In the sense that, okay, we're looking at developing a curriculum, a global curriculum for the Ismaili community. And we will need certain types of skills and resources in-house. And I think at that time, it was probably the right decision to actually sort of look into this And when I joined the department, there were only 3 of us. The head of the department was Dr. Shiraz Tobani at that time. And sort of gradually the department built up with different functions. And sort of now we have 4 people in the unit, the design and production unit. And we look after not only the print and design side, and not just for the Department of Education, but we also look for sort of assist other departments as well. And now what we've also done is we've moved on, or we in conjunction with printing, we're also looking at disseminating the curriculum in a digital form. This was something that we were asked to do in 2018 to actually develop a digital strategy for the curriculum. And what resulted was the digital platform, the ebook platform that we have, to make available the curriculum as ebooks to the Jamaat. So I think a lot of opportunities and avenues open up when you're given the chance to think a bit broader.
Absolutely, thinking outside the box.
Exactly, exactly. And the thing is that you need the support that behind you, because at that time, as I mentioned, Dr. Shiraz Tobani was there. He was fully in favor, and we were also sort of like supported by Zohar Megji, who was a governor at that time.
Yes.
So we were given this opportunity, and then I did some research, going to a lot of exhibitions, and in fact, one story is that I had actually seen a company about 10 years before, and at that time I thought that it would be useful to have that type of platform, but the institute was not ready at that time. And then sort of like this came up, and we were investigating different platforms, and we decided on one particular one just in time to meet the needs of the pandemic. So the pandemic came in, we were sort of like sorting out sort of contracts and everything for the platform, and we were about to make the platform available to the teachers in the middle of 2020. But early 2020, the pandemic struck, and we had to bring all that forward and make that available to the teachers for remote teaching. So hopefully we met the needs of the teachers at that time. And sort of by that, we met the needs of the students.
It is an incredibly exciting project, and I want to come back to that. But before we do that, so you joined in 1994, which means it's now been 31 years, which is an amazing amount of time and a long career to have had in one organization. And so I would love for you to speak to us about sort of what the really key highlights or moments have been for you in your 31-year career here.
Okay, that is the big ask. I would say actually achieving setting up an in-house department, which hopefully now runs as a well-oiled machine, in the sense that we produce the curriculum, we also assist other departments. But now, as I said, we are moving forward with the digital platform, and we have now developed apps, because we got a lot of feedback saying that quite a large number of our Jamaat is in rural areas, and they don't necessarily have access to constant internet access. So we have developed these offline apps that will make it possible to download the ebooks, so that you don't need constant internet access. So hopefully this will meet the needs of the rural Jamaat as well. So that is one of the sort of key aspects of what we've been doing up to now. But now we have our new director, Professor Zain Qasim, and she has a lot of new ideas. And what we're now looking at is things like printing board books, which we hadn't done before. Mm-hmm. So this is for the younger age group, the preschool age group. And so now we've actually teamed up with a printer in Turkey, and we're printing board books. And we're now also looking at jigsaw puzzles. So hopefully, this you could say is a fun job, in a sense that you are not only looking at children's books, ranging from preschool, primary, and secondary, but also all the resources that go with it. And it's interesting to try and find out and make it possible to realize those ideas.
It's quite an exciting time. As you mentioned, there's sort of lots of change with the digital, with the new director, with everything that's going on. So it seems like we have a lot to look forward to. I mean, I wish the board books and puzzles had been around when my daughter was growing up.
Sure.
And I'm sure there will be many members of the community who would love to access those once they're available. What else excites you about your work?
I think it's the opportunities that it gives, in the sense that what our aim is within the unit and within the department is to try and raise the bar and also keep it there, in the sense that in terms of the quality control of our materials, and also having colleagues who buy into that ethos, in the sense that to make sure that everything is done properly and everything is double checked. So when you have people who think the same, I think you feel that things are going quite smoothly, and you can sort of like you can know that things will sort of like be fine when you like, for example, when you're creating artwork, you submit it to the printers, you know that there won't be any issues with that and the cost implications of that, in the sense that if things go wrong, there you'll be wasting thousands of pounds to try and correct it.
Mm-hmm. So we're looking at bringing in that best practice, that production of high quality at the highest level.
That's right. Yes.
That is very exciting.
That's right.
I would love to hear from you, because 31 years is a long time, Alnoor.
You keep on saying that.
I know.
Selina,
but let me tell you, Alnoor, in 1994, I joined the IIS's graduate program in Islamic Studies and Humanities. Yeah. So I was a student, but I was around the same time as you.
Sure.
And for me, one thing that sticks out during that time is 2003, where IIS celebrated its 25th anniversary.
That's right. Yes.
It was a huge event, and I mean, we've got our 50th coming up soon in 2027.
That's right.
Do you have any stories around the 25th anniversary that maybe were meaningful to you, or where you might have been a part of developing any content for the 25th?
Yeah. No, I think I was involved with working on some of the newsletters at the time. But one key event that does come to mind is the 40th anniversary.
Okay.
When the sort of long service awards were given to members of staff.
Yes.
And we had the honor of having Prince Rahim with us, who is now the Imam. And sort of he gave all the long service staff members certificates, and that was really a big honor. Yeah,
that is very special. I do remember that event. That is very special. Yeah. So we've now heard about Alnoor at work. What I'd love to hear about is Alnoor outside of work. What are your interests? What excites you? What gets you going?
Okay. One of the things that is my interest, in addition to my design side of things, is Islamic art and calligraphy in particular. And this is something that I picked up by a process of osmosis working here. Mm-hmm. So in the sense that you look at all the materials that you are creating, and get influenced by what you are actually putting together. So I was interested in Islamic calligraphy, but I never had the confidence of actually doing my own work. So an opportunity came up in the Golden Jubilee, where they were having all these art exhibitions. And I thought, why not? Give
Absolutely.
it a go. Yeah. So I put some sort of pieces of art together. And that was part of an exhibition that went around the UK. And I've continued with that. But now what I've done is I'm looking into immersive experiences and films.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So what I've done is I've actually put an immersive experience together and entered the Global Encounters Festival, and my work has been selected.
That is fantastic,
so
Alnoor.
Yeah, it will be sort of displayed in Dubai.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, so this is something that is now something that I'm doing, and now I think this will work in a reverse way, that this will feed back into the work of the Institute as well.
Absolutely.
So what we're trying to do now is trying to incorporate artificial intelligence in developing videos, and hopefully that we can feed into the curriculum as well.
So I was going to ask you, if people were interested in seeing your work, where could they see it? But clearly July in Dubai is one place to see it.
That's right. Yes. And I do have a website, but this is not an advert. So you can search for me on Google.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So that's it for our time. I think this has just flown by. I'd like to offer a huge thank you to our guest, Alnoor Nathani. It's been a pleasure to share this conversation with you.
You're welcome.
To our audience, thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us today. With so many podcasts out there, we really appreciate you choosing to spend your time with us. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe on Spotify or wherever you find your podcasts. That's it for today. I'm Selina, and this is Voices of IIS. Until next time, take care.